Hello everyone and welcome to Conspirative 3. My name is Thomas, next to me is Blades and we're here in Texas for the America GP. Yeah, it's the only one. Yeah, American GP. Like I mentioned, Blades is in the commentary box with me as Lewis is not being able to do commentary with me tonight. So happy you can replace him, Blades. How are you doing, mate?
I'm getting used to stepping in like this. Never knows. I just quite enjoy commentary, so happy to be here. Texas, obviously the venue of this week's race in real life,
Yeah,
so
perfectly timed.
sh- should be an interesting one.
Yeah, from the information I got, it is a pretty straightforward one-stop, soft to medium. You want to go the other way around, as overheating on high fuel can be a big factor in this race. No rain expected for both qualifying and the race, so yeah, tire temps will be a big factor in this race tonight.
Well, it certainly looks very dry and very sunny for qualifying, so track temps could be very high, so could see tyres being a lot more worn down than they normally would be before the start of the race.
Yep, 100%. So maybe we'll be seeing people slowing down before the last turn to cool a little bit of the tires. Slowly, people starting to go out on track. Let's get the detail up on screen
I
because we've
think
got,
Slaughter was the first man out. He was.
yeah, he was the first one
So,
out, and we've got a few people going out on mediums. So let's see what they can do. Like I've mentioned, you want to start on those mediums, of course. We've seen it a couple of times before this season, where people are able to qualify on the harder compound inside the top 10. So let's see if it is possible around here as well. It's a little bit of a longer track where grip will give you that little bit more lap time. So I think it will be harder to set a lap time on the mediums inside of the 10, but you never know. We've got some people in there who are normally really fast in qualifying, so let's see what they can do here tonight.
yeah, of course. And if people can qualify on the mediums, I can see it being a huge advantage. Sort of running long and making the choice when you want to stop, rather than when the tyres feel like you're just gonna spin at any moment.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. It's really a
Because
big
sort of
advantage.
fresh softs at the end, you can sort of normally stretch them 1 or 2 laps one or two laps longer. Sorry, but
Yeah, the only thing
with
is,
the with the
what
worn
I,
softs, you might have to stretch your mediums, which obviously longer tyre life on the mediums.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, the only thing on the mediums is when a safety car comes out, then your strategy is completely out of the window. So that is the only downside. And on this game, it is, well, quite common to come out. So do you want to take that risk? That is the only thing you have to think about starting on the mediums inside the top 10. Let's see, we go, or we're having a look at Dan, who is setting his first lap time, and let's see how quick it is because we've got, like you mentioned, Blades. Slaughter is the first one to put in a lap. So let's see what he can do. And
so
afterwards,
I
yes,
missed that. Lil Spark retired. I'm not sure where. I assume it was
I
the
see the
S's.
yellow flag.
Oh
It
no,
was,
it was yeah.
yeah,
I just saw it turn green.
yeah,
That's
exactly. That's a weird place to
strange.
retire. Yeah. Fast
Definitely
corner
odd,
for Dan.
but
As Danny Boy improves to P1, is Dan gonna improve as well? No, he's not. It's a 134.0 for Dan. Two Dans in the top three. They love to see it.
I mean I'm gonna leave that name to you. But the Aston Martin goes P5.
Rak van Zieten.
There you go.
You love to see it. Finally, a name that I'm allowed to pronounce how it should be.
Well, there used to be one very famous incident here between him and Titch. BVG.
PVG. En Rache.
But
Don't forget Rache.
yeah, well,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to
So,
you need to have that bit of Dutch in the
well, you
commentary.
have to. I don't.
Nah,
So
nah, deep
that's
inside you still want to.
I only know a few words in Dutch, and I'm not sure I'm allowed to say them on the stream.
Well,
So
I can assure you're not allowed to say
yeah,
them, and
well,
you definitely didn't learn them from me.
no. Thomas has taught me no Dutch.
No Dutch at all.
I promise. Slaughter still out on the track. Sets another lap. Goes quicker. So missed it there. Didn't talk about it, but Hasmania puts himself up onto provisional pole. I believe Liam is out of fuel
Oh,
on the straight.
oh,
So
that-
not
oh,
sure how he's managed that.
yeah,
If he
but
has managed that. I don't think he has managed that. I
nah,
don't think he's out
he's
of fuel.
going
I think
again.
he's just crawling.
Yeah, he was just letting through all the cars behind. Now he's got some clean air, so he can do his lap. We're on board with Jamie James, who just joined Gozzy Esports. Another thing you absolutely love to see. Um, we saw some brilliant team play last week around Japan between him and Electric Blade, and Electric Blade is back in to support him once again. So let's see if we can have a brilliant Haas team play once again. Currently going on to the long straight, and let's see how good of a lap time he can put in as a banker.
Almost feels like we see Electric Blade with the team play there. Well, it almost feels like we see him every week. Oh, every
Yeah,
week, sorry, every week in this tier, every day. You
I've
know,
seen more Electric Blade than all the others in the house who should have been
I
there.
I think Electric Blade might have raced in tier 1 more than I've raced in tier 4, which isn't
And you're
a
permanent tier 4 driver.
which isn't a nice stat, but you know,
uh,
may or may not be true.
we
The
leave that in
wizard
the
would
middle.
know, but unfortunately not here.
Here comes Jamie James. And he puts it up into pole position of 131.8. That is 4 tenths quicker than Hasmania. Let's see if
Like I
there is
say,
someone else who can either get in between them or beat Jamie James.
wizard not here tonight, so El Prentice in that car, the EU4 driver,
Do we
coming
know?
round Rocco's roundabout,
Rocco's roundabout, don't forget that one.
and
Of course, classic.
manages to keep it on the track just. I don't think this is going to be a quick lap from Luke,
Well,
but I mean,
there you go. Do we
had a
know what
slight slip up at the end, but
do you know where Two Spell is? Or
I have no idea where Two Spell is.
because it's nothing for Two Spell to miss the race.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he was watching James Bond again in the cinema, because I know he's a massive Bond fan. So
Fair enough.
wherever he is, he's probably having a lovely time.
True. Or maybe not. In that case, all
Well,
the best.
yeah, cover all bases here on
Yeah,
EU3.
exactly. Let's see,
You
is
don't get
there
this with other
anyone
commentary teams.
is there anyone on for an improvement? We've got Bama going for a quick lap on his home Grand Prix. Do we have any other Americans in here? Well, Electric Blade, of course, but
Electric Blade, yeah.
he's not permanent. Other than that, Bama is the only one. So they need to keep the. Yeah, how do you say it in English? So they are the pride of their country. This race, they need to keep the. I don't know. I know how to say it in Dutch, but I can't literally
So just
translate
say
that
it in
because
Dutch.
it would.
Just say it in Dutch.
Ze moeten de eer hoog houden.
The eer
Yeah,
hoog houden.
exactly. Well, it actually came very close, to be fair. That was not bad played.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what you try to say, but I like the way you try to say it.
Yeah, they need to get their pride up, or they need to keep their pride up. That's it, literally translated.
They just need to represent their country well
Yes,
today.
I
I
was
think
looking
that's
for
what you're
that.
going for.
Thank you very much. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I've worked all day. My brain is a little bit like a.
Mate, I had a 6-hour lecture today. I'm frazzled.
We're both in the mud.
Bit like Arsenal. Anyway.
And this was the stream for today.
Round the penultimate corner. And into that uphill braking zone. clips the apex, and that'll be a 132.8. Slots in just behind Apprentice.
Let's see, we've got Stumpy, who hasn't been able to set a lap time, but he is still in the pits. We've got Hilly on a 139.0, but I don't think that's a very representative time. He is up through sector 1. But he must have made a mistake somewhere because he was only up by a couple of hundreds. Yellow at the beginning of the straight, but that's probably someone letting another car go through. It is the end of sector 2 for Hilly, and he's improving by almost 1.5 tenths. But it's still not going to be anywhere close to the lap times of all the other guys. So I assume he made a mistake in sector 3 as he runs wide just before Rocco's roundabout.
You know, most people, well, a lot of people aren't going to understand that. Why we call it Rocco's roundabout.
Yeah, but the people who don't understand it, can we make sure they understand it? We have to.
I mean, it's up to you. I believe
it all
it was
depends on my co-commentator.
Season 3?
Ooh.
USA?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it definitely was. It was before I was in the league.
I was definitely commentating it.
Yeah, you were. I remember that. No, Dan and Matt were commentating.
Were Dan and Matt were I racing? Was I racing?
No, it was on a Monday, so it was tier 3. I'm sure it was tier 3. We'll find out. We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Well, we've got Matty in the chat, who I know has done all the playlists recently.
Yeah,
so
Matt might know.
Yeah, he might know. Lewis would have known it as well, but he's not
Lewis
here,
would have known. He was here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it gets mentioned every time we come to Kota.
Immediately a flashback for Lewis.
It's a great cos moment. It truly is.
Oh, that was Hasmania. I just wanted to switch because he invalidated his lap time and he lost at exactly the same place where Lil Spark, did retire. And now I can understand why, because he just suddenly lost it on exit and he ran into the wall. Luckily for him, none of the tires fell off the car. In fact, I don't think he even has damage. But yeah, that was a really strange accident, and now I understand why Lil Spark retired, because he probably couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, he stacked it into the pit wall.
No way!
Drake Sebastian, where are you?
No way.
I was gonna say, wait before he stacked it into the pit wall. And then a nightmare. Now, do you know what assist Tasmania races with? Because I think that might have been a lockup. But I'm not too sure.
Probably none, then, in that case.
Well, I didn't see it. I thought it might have been a lockup, but...
Yeah, I was, like, not on board with him. I was using the TV camera, so I couldn't quite see the... looking from the brakes. Lovely new Red Bull livery, by the way. Love the fact it's in the game now.
It's very polarizing. I've seen a lot of different opinions about this Red Bull.
Well, it's something new. I like it. It's like...
I quite like it. But as a journalist, I have to be completely unbiased. And it's polarizing, but I like it.
You know, it's
but
just
there are
they had
a fair amount of people in COS who don't.
Well, they had some great liveries as well for testing and all things like that, and they just stick with their normal default livery, which I find like...
Bring back the camo Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, either the blue or the red one, I don't care. But one of those two.
Didn't they have a black livery? I'm pretty sure they had a black livery.
Black could be black as well. I don't care as long as it's camo. I love camo.
They had a black and white one back when they were with Infinity. and Renault was the engine supplier. That was pretty nice. It was the RB11. They had a camouflage. I think that was 2015, year before Max got the car. So, not
Yeah,
that you'd be interested in Red Bull.
Now, to be fair, at that point, I really hated Red Bull because I wanted Fernando Alonso to pick up another championship. But
No, it's Vitaly Petrov's fault. Come on, everyone knows.
true, he should have just let Alonso go through.
But I digress. Shall we move into the last minute of qualifying?
Yeah, I
Time
think
flies
that's a little bit
when
more.
you're.
I think that is a little bit more important.
Time flies when you're
Having fun.
chatting dribble.
Tichy comes across the line. Is he gonna go for an improvement? Yes, he is. For a 132.0, only 1.5 tenths behind Jimmy James. So that is good. And we've got yellow through the S's, and that is Bama. He spun. On top of the S's, that is a... Well, I
Maybe
wouldn't
getting up
say
the
a
power
strange
to it.
place to
And
lose it, but
Max
it's
is
uphill.
out. Is that in the
Yeah.
pit lane? Yeah, it must be in the
No,
pit lane.
that is...
It must be in the pit lane. It is in the pit lane.
What's the other? Yeah, it is in a pit
But
lane. Why did he... And he hasn't even said it
Slaughter's
yet.
going slow. I don't know. I'm hoping Stumpy comes out and beats Titchy by 5,000ths of a second. But it's looking like that's not going to happen.
Well, he
So,
stays in the pit, so... Yeah, but I think these guys are like...
that yellow flag
We
is
are
because Titch
ahead
is
of
off the
them.
track. Sorry to interrupt.
No, no, no
Titch was
worries.
off the track in the S's, and that's where the yellow flag was coming from. I think he was just letting people go. But yeah, gets out of the way dutifully for everyone, and he has a free track to run back round to the pit lane.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is that we are probably a little bit further ahead because now it says the time is over, but I can assure you guys that there are still people allowed to cross the finish line and set a lap time. So
Yeah, generally when the first checkered flag goes onto the timing sheet is when it's finished,
yeah, exactly.
because Codemasters can't make a functioning game.
Yeah, because we or because I am sending the invites and making the lobby. That's why we get the glitch as well on the lights. Now the
Oh,
finish flag is there.
yeah, an electric blade's not made it round.
Ooh, that is bad timing from the Haas garage. I'm looking to see if Jimmy James is gonna improve on his 131.8. It's looking like a decent lap, but he's got traffic in front that is electric blade. Is he gonna help him with a little bit of slipstream around Rocco's roundabout?
Oh, you might
Jimmy
not
James
want slipstream there.
drifting.
He's going to get a toe to the line, but I think it'll be pretty pointless.
Yeah, and I think it cost him time, except of winning him some, but he is improving to a 131.5, so fair enough to Jamie James. Stitchy goes into the pits with El Prentice going into the pits with Rock invalidating his lap time. It is now trying to see if Liam can improve on his 133.6 through the last corner he goes. And on towards the line. It is not gonna be, well, it is an improvement, but not in position. Liam stays
And
P14 and
that
Healy
is going to
now.
be that's going to
Nope.
be it, because
Yeah.
Hilly's pulling into the pits. So
Jamie James pole position once again, and no one being able to qualify on the mediums inside the top 10. Interesting stuff as well.
you'd love to see it. What a boring bunch.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
I mean,
Spice it
Hilly
up a bit
tried
more.
it. Hilly tried it.
Yeah, Healy
And
came
hats
close.
off. But
Shame.
everyone on the soft tyre
and I think people outside of the top 10 will go for the mediums. Although we've seen it a couple of times that people are opting to go for the hards. So don't rule that one out yet. Because that would give you a lot more opportunities when an early safety car comes out, because then you can pick for mediums and go till the end. So it's an understandable decision. But for now, this is your result for qualifying today. We've got Jimmy James on pole position, Ditchy P2, Mazza P3, Danny Boy P4, El Prentice P5, Hasmania P6, Electroplay P7, Dan PA, Rock P9 and Cygate rounds off the top 10. Wama P11 on his home Grand Prix, Slaughter P12, Blaze P13, Liam P14, Hilly P15, Max P16, Lil Spark P17 and Stumpy P18. Ooh. Leipzig without any points so far. The group stage, so that's a big dub if they can manage it. That's it about football for me, because otherwise
We'll get shouted at.
yeah, by the big boss.
That's why I muted my mic and told you. Don't want to get an aviation. I can't say that. Never mind.
We move.
I don't want to lose £5, so.
Yeah. Ooh, someone pressed X, but I can't see who it was.
But Task can tell us.
See that? Yeah, that is really unfortunate, but I can't get.
I'm fairly sure Task can tell us. I'm on Task. Hold on.
So I will need you for tonight, Blaze, because I've got a new laptop and I have to install everything. So
it hasn't told me.
Shame.
I love this game. Unless it just needs to update a lot. No, it hasn't told me. I love this game.
Detail. We've got everyone outside the top 10 on mediums, apart from Liam, Lil Spark, and Stumpy.
No one going for hards then.
No one going for hards, yeah. Which is understandable, because the hards, in my opinion, are awful on this game. And especially on this track, you don't want to be on the hards.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I did about 2 laps of running. So.
I haven't done any laps yet.
Should start getting the laps in, I'm telling you. Rocco's roundabout, killer.
Killer. Absolute killer.
I mean, so is Rocco, but we'll not get into that. Tier 3, USA, Season 3.
Yeah, we go for that one, but it could be Season 4 as well.
It could be Season 4. Well, that's enough about Rocco, anyway. I don't think it was Season 4, because it was definitely in Tier 3.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Lewis got promoted at the end of that season, so. But, yeah, enough about Rocco.
I think
I never answer this, so I always feel bad asking it, but predictions, podium? Just to spice things up on the formation lap a little bit?
Yeah, normally I go for 2-spell, getting a podium purely on penalties, but he's not here, so now it will be pure pace. Jimmy James will win it. He looks really strong once again.
I mean, doesn't he always?
Yeah, good point. Let's go Hasmania P2 and Tichy P3.
Okay, Tichy podium.
Tichy podium could be possible.
Just in case he's listening, that's Tichy podium.
Don't bottle it.
He knows the assignment. If you can do it on penalties and make your brother proud, we'll. I'll gift a sub.
Oi.
If Titch gets no penalties, I will gift a sub. Don't even have to get a podium, just no penalties.
Clip it.
You don't need to clip it. I mean, I'll be gifted the sub at the end of the stream, whatever happens. So.
Well, here we go. 5 red lights, waiting for the glitch, and it's lights out, and away we go for the American Grand Prix. It's a really good start from Championships. It's a really good start from Massa as well. Tichy in the mud as he gets overtaken by 2 people. Danny Boy down the inside. El Prentice round the outside, but he pushes him off track. But that's Tichy losing 2 positions in only 1 corner and a little bit of a straight. But for now, all good. No damage, no spins, no whatsoever. Oh, and as I say that, there we have it, and it is Rak on his debut. Spinning through the S's as he made a collision with, I think it was Dan, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Aston. Dropping down the field. I think it must have been a collision with someone. It's just working out who.
Yeah, 100%, but I couldn't see who it was because there was just cars all over the place at that point.
I was going to say I'll go look on the the grid positions, but there was that much moving. I don't think I'd be able to tell. I think
Brandis
Titch might have got a touch.
Very audacious move.
Titch certainly late on the brakes.
Yeah, look at Bama. He is up into P9 on those mediums, so he is doing a really good job as well. He's getting himself into a good position for later on in the race. Jimmy James already at 1.1 seconds clear from Massa in P2, so he's doing a good job to get outside of that DRS window and just walk away with this victory.
Yeah, let some others have a chance.
1:46.1 as an opening lap time, and the rest can only follow.
Titch managing to stay with Danny Boy, who's just broken the DRS window in front to Mozza, so he's just sort of fluctuating. Luke behind, but Dan.
Already.
Yeah. Not a surprise though around here. It's very easy to pick up penalties in that S section.
Danny Boy back into that 1 second window. Oh, let's replay on his home Grand Prix.
We got a spinner
on top of
and
the
he's doing donuts.
Yeah, we saw Bama doing it as well in qualifying, but this is a little bit more painful.
They're just playing up to the home fans, you see. It's all deliberate.
It's all about entertainment.
He's gonna not go down the inside of Danny Boy. I thought he was about to.
It's like good and bad news for Titch that Danny Boy is outside of the DRS window, because it will make his life harder to get past Mazza. But it's making his life much easier to get past Danny Boy on the next lap. So we're sort of in between, like, is it good, is it bad? But maybe
it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, maybe Tichy has the pace to close back into Mazza.
Oh, and Danny Boy's into the pits.
That's a
that's interesting. Soft, medium for Danny Boy. But it is the mediums.
Okay.
Aston with mediums, and it's not a wing change, so an interesting strategy call. That's going to put him out behind his teammate and last.
Yeah, that one was quite. That was quite a.
I don't know. Maybe he's just thought. Maybe he's just thought, well, I'm not going to get past Mazza, and Titch is going to get past me, so.
Well, Prentice, and he lost at exactly the same place where Electrobladed, but he kept it on track. He lost the position though to Hesmania, and now Dan is all over the back of him. So Prentice with a little bit of a moment, but no damage for him as of yet.
Danny is faster than you.
Is that board radio coming? You never know.
Certainly looks like he's keeping very close to his interim teammate.
Tichy can't close in to the back of Mazza. The gap stays 1.2, 1.3 seconds. So Mazza's having a good pace, but he did pick up a penalty, so he needs to be careful it's not getting out of hand. Then Mr. DRS is protecting himself from Bomber behind, who's now up into P7 on those mediums, and there we've got Sygate and Stumpy going at it. Stumpy maybe we can move around the outside. No, things better.
Oh, he comes for your favourite.
Oh my days, I haven't seen that one in a very long time. Round the outside he goes, turns it to the inside. Is he gonna make it stick? He is gonna make it stick. Lovely move from Stumpy. And that is a
It's a Thomas Addo special.
Oh my days, you love to see it.
It's an absolute Thomas Addo special from Stumpy on the Mercedes. And he will love that. The Ferrari fan that he is.
Oh, and Lil Spark now goes for a move on Sygate as well. Sygate losing 2 positions, not being his best lap of the race so far.
Speaking of Ferrari, Danny just managing to keep DRS from his teammate. That was interesting.
Yeah, but this
Bama was getting really close.
And this is the point where the softs slowly are starting to get worse. Did she... Oh, I just want to say, did she close back into that 1 second window, but it just went to a second. Is he gonna get DRS? No, he's not. And that must have been very close, because Hasmania did get DRS, so it is his turn now to close back into the Alfa Romeo in front. And it's time for Tichinel to push that little bit more on this lap to maybe get the DRS on the back straight.
It's interesting. Bama gets really close to Danny at the exit of corners, and Danny just seems to have the speed on the straight. Even with... Oh, Bama has just appeared out of nowhere. That is interesting, and Danny's not going to have DRS.
And Stumpy now with a move, because Bama had to run wide because of then. Is allowing Stumpy and Lil Spark to get past. Exactly. Is Stumpy now gonna make a move on Dan as well? Because then he will be the lucky third. Is he gonna go for a move down the inside? Yes, he is. Oh, it's gonna be close.
It's Stumpy out of nowhere.
Oh, and there comes Lil Spark.
And it's Lil Spark out of nowhere.
Fourth guy.
These 4 drivers.
Ooh, bomber. Oh, Stumpy shut the door.
And Lil Spark.
Station
He's Danny out of DRS range. Is this gonna be the end? Oh, and Lil Spark. I think that might allow the Ferrari to keep its position up into the braking zone. Oh, he sent a huge dive, and he's going to get a warning for that.
But order remains the same, and no one is off track yet, so fair enough.
And no one wants to back down.
Yeah. Lovely bet.
Stumpy coming back into this. We could see 3 wide on the straight if Stumpy has cojones the size of coconuts. There's a Lil Spark puts a move, and El Prentice seems to have made a mistake. I don't know whether you saw anything, but he is in the clutches of the Alpine.
Is it going to be full
Speaking
wide?
of in the clutches, here comes Dan. Nearly down the inside. He is in the inside of his teammate. And Lil Spark has got all out of shape. And the Ferraris keep 5th and 6th. But Lil Spark on the inside turns into the outside.
I don't know where to look.
There's 6 of them. There's Sygate down the inside of Bama. What is going on?
Oh, lovely helicopter view. It couldn't have come at a better time. It's all running wide as well.
And
And then he
Dan
goes into
peels
the
into the
pits. He
pits.
said enough of this. He's thinking like, if we're gonna go
Oh,
on for
I'm
one more
getting
lap,
out of
someone is
this.
gonna spawn.
Sod this, I'm getting out of it. As here comes Stumpy. Break it. Little Spark with a little lock up. That was proper pack racing. That was amazing.
Yeah, lovely stuff from the EU3 guys. Lil Spark picks up a penalty, and Tichy got past Massa. We've completely missed that, but I think everyone can understand why.
I mean, unlike the actual F1 camera directors, we show the midfield battles.
Yeah, true. And here comes Stumpy down the inside of Lil
Stumpy
Spark.
down the inside.
And
Oh, wow.
maybe he can make a move on El Prentice now.
I think he's a bit too far back for that. El Prentice, a lot of ARS to defend with. Is Stumpy gonna send it? Stays behind the Ferrari.
Deep. But he gets the job done. So he gets back in front of his teammate. And luckily for him, because of all the battling in front, you can still see El Prentice.
And what a wonderful advert for league racing this is. This is amazing. We had 2 laps of, nearly 3 laps of almost non-stop battling. And you're not quite sure who's going to be where as Mazza dives into the pits. And El Prentice follows him. Oh, he's nearly overshot that. Lil Spark in. Interestingly, both Mercs stay out.
Yeah, well, Bomber stays up because he's on those mediums. But
yeah, I would have thought Cygate might have come in.
Yeah,
but he's clearly feeling okay on those tyres.
Ditchy closed in massively onto the back of Jimmy James. Look at the gap. It was 1.5 on the last lap. It's 4/10 now. So did Jimmy James make a mistake, or is it Ditchy suddenly finding pace out of nowhere? We don't know. You probably don't know as well. But we have to enjoy it.
James, do you have damage? Damage, do you have James? I can tell you he doesn't have damage, but his tyres are off the cliff. 56 on the front left and 52 on the front right. Not going to be helping his chances. Not too good on the rears either. Just over 45%. Titchies are in significantly better condition. So we should see Titch maybe make a move within the next couple of laps.
Yeah, or they're gonna go, or they both gonna go into the pits on this lap. It could be.
Well, Titch has the ability to box opposite James, so
yeah, true.
James staying out and Titch does the same. I would be staying out if I was Titch. It's a yellow flag. It's a McLaren.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Here comes El Prentice round the outside of Rocco's roundabout.
El Prentice on the softs, interestingly. So soft, medium maybe.
Then out on the mediums. Yeah, he's doing the same strategy as Danny Boy, but then different way round. Oh, yellow again.
Oh, and that's Liam.
Liam.
In
and
the
is
S's.
that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is. And that is brilliant for Jimmy James and Tichy, and that is horrendous for.
Where is that?
Where I'm looking.
That's
Mazda.
a strange position to stack it. That is a weird place. And the Aston Martin nearly straight into the back of the safety car. That would have been a bitter end.
So I assume the top 4 is going to pit for a fresh set of mediums, and this is what I mentioned during qualifying. Bama now with that early safety car has no advantage at all starting on the mediums, because he either has to go for softs who are not gonna go all the way, or pit for hards who are terribly slow.
And
So
everyone just filing into the pits. Stumpy as well behind. Bama pits. Might as well. Blaze pits. Hilly's gonna stay out and lead the race. Max in. Muzzer stays out.
ooh, his mania goes on to hards.
Blade in. Luke stays out. Slaughter is in. So
David James remains in the lead. And
how's he
Tishy
managed
remains in
that?
second, and Hasmania remains in third, so Hilly up into P4.
How's he managed? Is Muzzer letting people go? I swear Hasmania was behind him. I don't know. Confused. Very confused at this moment.
Who Hilly crucially came out in front of Hasmania, who is the only one. Oh no, he's not the only one in hearts. Max and Rock as well. It's interesting to see how quick he is on those hearts. Bama had to do something. He opted to go for softs, so that means that he at least has to stop another time, because those softs are not gonna make 18 laps. And other than that, nothing special. Massa will be very disappointed with that safety car, because he was in P3 before he made his pit stop, and now he is in P5. Danny Boy, don't know how happy he will be. Of course, he made that early pit stop after 2 laps to go for mediums, and he decided to stick with those 6 lap off mediums. If I was him, I would have come in for a new set of mediums and go till the end. But who am I? I'm just a simple commentator and racer in AO1, so don't follow everything I say.
I mean, you are in a higher tier, Thomas. You think you know what you're doing.
Yeah, until you see me race, then you
Yeah,
exactly
then you realise you
see
got
that I
no
have
idea.
no idea what I'm doing. Oh!
Oh, that's into the wall.
Danny Boy. Oh my days. That is warming up your tires 2.0. That was so
Little,
close. Oh my
little
days.
scrape of the barrier there for Danny Boy. Oh, and he's just swerved in front of Luke as well. This is, compared to the other safety cars we've had in cars this season, it's been a fairly entertaining one.
True.
That was,
Well, we had the safety car at Belgium, where it started to dry up under the safety car, and where people opted to go from Inters to slicks during the safety car. That was quite an interesting one as well, but all the other safety cars have been no action. Now we've seen Danny Boy almost losing it into the wall during the safety car, so that's at least something.
yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit worried for money. Ditch hasn't picked up a warning yet,
Ooh, he probably heard it.
and we're 11 laps in.
I think
And he's
Digi.
still P2, which is impressive, because you'd think he might drive in the middle of the track, but no. He's just sitting casually in P2, no penalties, no warnings.
Digi knows what he's doing.
So,
Safety car in this lap. Hopefully for the first and last time, because we definitely don't need it. We saw some brilliant action before the safety car, and we would like to see a little bit more of that. Oh, Hilly and Hasmania are overtaking each other. That's an interesting one. When is Jimmy James gonna go? We've seen him doing some brilliant safety car restarts. Ooh, Apprentice gets 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. When is Jimmy
And I
James
would
gonna go?
imagine he can get that removed because he's not actually done anything. He didn't gain any places.
Ooh, and here goes Jimmy James on exit, and a brilliant exit from the Haas. And Tichy definitely won't be able to close back in. It's a really good real. Oh, we've got a Aston Martin off in the hairpin.
Oh,
He
and
got a
that's...
big nudge from El Prentice.
I think El Prentice had a bit of a nudge as well. I don't know quite what happened there, but El Prentice went straight into the side of Hilly, I think it was. That was certainly interesting. I'm gonna have to do my best to find out what happened there, because I
Well,
have no idea.
I saw Danny Boy pushing El Prentice almost into the pit wall, and then there was a little bit of an awkward camera angle where you couldn't see anything, and then suddenly I saw the Aston Martin getting blown up into turn 1, and I was following
Oh,
that. Well, you were talking about El Prentice going into Healy, so really strange. Bama talking about Healy, he gets overtaken by Bama, who's now up into P5 on those shots. He wants to get past these guys as quick as possible and make a little bit of a gap before he has to stop again.
and it doesn't show on task, but I would imagine Hilly has some pretty bad side pod damage after that, because he was absolutely slammed into.
Oh, we've got Sygate and Dan side by side. Sygate gets in front, Dan comes back. They're making contact left, right, and center. And now Blaze is gonna join the action as well. We already got past Dan, who's now coming back at him with Slipstream. Sygate defends the inside.
Yes.
This is gonna end up in tears. Sygate defends. And then can't go around the outside. Where's Blaze? He is
Ahead.
P9. Question mark. Yes, he is. Ooh, Jimmy James with 3 seconds. Ditch is gonna take victory here if it stands like this.
And I would imagine the way Jammy James abused those softs, I don't think he's going to make it to the end. Or it might have just been the way Titch caressed his soft tyres. But who knows, as Muzzer makes the move on Hasmania, and that is for P3, but Hasmania looking to come back, and he's on the inside. And the Fernando Alonso principle being enforced by these two. All the time you have to leave a space. Mazda doing that very nicely for the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, well done to both of them.
No team orders between the Red Bull family. As Titch is just staying within sort of 1.5 seconds as both Danny and Max pick up penalties. I would imagine that's at the same corner.
Here comes Bema with a move, and he gets the job done before the braking zone. He's up into P4 now.
It's starting to look like those hards were not the greatest of strategical decisions for the AlphaTauri. Still got a gap behind to Stumpy though, so we'll see how that comes down. And it is dropping substantially. So Titch just try to stay in that 1.5 second zone of Jimmy James, who is not burning his ARS, so should be certainly an interesting fight, even if it's not a battle on track for the position.
Here comes Bama with a move down the inside, and he hasn't done it yet. He has done it now.
Mazza's still there though.
But Mazza was still there, but he leaves the space.
And I think Mozza just needs to pick his battles here.
Yeah.
Because Bama on the softs, you've just got to let him go.
Yeah.
And let him do what he wants, and then come in and you get him back.
Yeah, because
He's not going to have, at the end of the day, that much time on you to be able to pull a pit stop gap.
No, exactly. Oh, there's Healy. Healy is off.
I was expecting a safety car as I flashed back into the screen from checking the race director, but just flashed up with a yellow flag and then disappeared. So.
And Danny
Hilly,
Boy went into the pits and he decided to go for hards. So he is doing a soft, medium, hard. He's doing a rainbow.
Codename Rainbow.
Back at it again.
What did Danny start? Started on the soft, so it's still possible.
It's still possible for them.
I'm not condoning crashing into Danny so he can put the hards on, but...
Well,
because I know he's a big lover of the codename Rainbow. Is Mr. X427. So.
Oh, here comes Hasmania. Those hards, I think, are slowly starting to get better with him. Oh, down the inside of Mazza, but he brakes very early compared to Mazza.
Mazza brakes very late. Back.
How you want to see it?
He's gonna.
Mazza.
Mazza.
Almost
and
lost
it on exit on the last corner. I think that's going to let Hasmania through.
Yeah,
He's got overspeed, switches all the way across the track to go to the inside. Mazza, just the better traction. And all this is allowing Stumpy back into the battle.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Gap chopped by a second. And all this battling, Stumpy's just creeping back. As that could be huge in this battle for P4, which will be P3 after Bama pits, unless Bama's a madman and fancies 17 laps on the soft. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know about you.
Well, if he manages that, then
you can gift a sub. There we go.
Yeah,
come on, Bama.
Exactly. Here comes Hasmania with a move down the inside. Is he gonna make it stick now? Yes, even before the braking zone. Is Mazza gonna do anything about it? No, he's not. And Stumpy now is connected to the train. So we've got a three-way battle for P4 as we've got El Prentice.
A safety car.
Safety car once again.
And if Jamie James can hurry up and get round this corner, we'll find out what happened. Oh, he's just seemed to stack it on the outside there, and that is not nice for Luke. I know he won't be the happiest about that, as Jamie James into the pits. Titch follows him, so there comes Bama, yeah. Hasmania staying out, Mazza in, Stumpy in, Blaze in, Blaze, I thought he'd overshot it. Everyone into the pits, Lil Spark in, Max even in. Even the hard guys are pitting.
This is going to be a sprint race once again. Almost everyone on mediums, I assume. Ooh, people are actually gonna go for softs. People actually gonna go for softs. Look at Titch. Is Titchy gonna do 11 lap on the softs?
Oh, it's not gonna be 11 laps.
True. Yeah. Good point.
So
I don't want to ruin the party for Hasmania, but he's probably going to be a sitting duck the rest of this race on those hards compared to fresh softs or mediums, or in Mazza's case on fresh hards. Did Mazza do a good race for it as well?
Possibly. I mean, Titch is going to absolutely love Hasmania. if he can keep Jamie James at bay for just a little bit, and then Titch can get past him with a modicum of fuss. So, Thomas, while we wait for this safety car, what do you have for tea?
I'm gonna make a shocking announcement. I don't drink tea or coffee.
No, what do you have for dinner?
Well, that's a shocking announcement as well. You guys probably don't even know it because it's like typical Dutch. You want me to pronounce it in Dutch? It's boerenkool.
Okay.
It's like potatoes, mashed potatoes, with sort of green healthy stuff, and then with meat and a big sausage.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh my days! Spot literally typed it when you said it, Blades. What did you have for tea, Thomas? That's what Spot said. Nice. Well, that's your answer,
Wow.
Spot. What did you have, Blades?
I had pizza, I think. Yeah, I had pizza.
Nice. You have to think about it as well.
Yeah, no, that's a long day.
Yeah, Shane understands.
It's getting past 10 o'clock, I'm like, this is my bedtime now.
This is just time to normally shut off and go to
Yeah,
bed.
well.
We've got 10 more laps of racing to go here in Texas.
So you got any plans for the weekend? You got to see any football?
We've got some brilliant matches going on, to be fair. El Clasico, Manchester United, Liverpool.
It's a busy weekend. It's a sport as a whole. F1 as well.
It is.
In
Yeah,
Austin,
lovely
obviously.
weekend.
Lovely night race for us.
Yeah, true.
9 o'clock start for you, I think, which is
yeah.
It's a bit of a late one, but
Yeah, it's nice. Well, this is the
it's
period
like
where all
6
those
a.m.
races
for me
are
in
starting to come
Japan.
in. And
So,
Mexico as well. It's
yeah,
going to be late.
Mexico's
Brazil,
a late one.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Oh no, Abu Dhabi is normal because it's dark for them or late for them. Either way, it's time to get things underway once again. Not Jamie James in the lead now, but Hasmania on 7 lap old hearts.
Yeah, good recovery for Hasmania. As Lil Spark gets a penalty for a collision with the Aston Martin.
Ooh, and Hasmania is going. But it's a good restart from Jamie James as well. He's not going to lose the position to Titch, but he's not going to overtake Hasmania as well. So he has to stick behind the AlphaTauri for at least one more lap. No any drama. We've got Rock into P9 now, who was dead last after a couple of corners on lap 1. He worked himself up into the points, although he's getting overtaken by Lil Spark. They make contact, but Lil Spark gets in front. That's Lil Spark up into P9, although Rock comes back.
Jamie James very close to the back of Hasmania. Not going to pull out and make a move into this hairpin. Is he going to go for it into the next one? He's got Titch chasing him down. But are we going to see a move?
Oh, this is going to end badly. This is going to end badly. This is going to end badly. And I saw this coming from a mile away.
And that's another safety car. Titch is loving this. Hasmania's loving this. Hasmania has got a box seat and is absolutely, well, what can you say? This could be a strategical masterclass.
Strategical master. Well, to be fair, you're right, because it will be at least 2 more laps under the safety car. Yeah. And then a little bit of time before the DRS. Mania is on for a really good result. And as long as he can stay clear of penalties, he should be good. I think Bama is gonna pit for softs, isn't he? And I don't know why he's doing it, because he's going to lose track position. Yeah, softs for Bama, Mazza. Of course Lil Spark, but he has to change his whole front wing as well. Healy pits for fresh softs as well. Oh, Mazza! That's a stupid penalty to pick up. Crossing the pit line exit. That's giving him 5 seconds. Shin in the chat, Brugge played 1-5 against City, lol. I assume you're not a Brugge supporter, if you say lol.
Jesus. Ajax.
I don't
4-0.
want to talk about it. I don't
4-0.
talk about it.
How are our favourite Dutch team doing this season, Thomas? What league are they in? I don't know.
Second league now. But we would have been leading the championship if we didn't get 6 points taken off because of our financial situation. So we're in the
What a
mud.
shame.
Yeah.
I don't see both teams you support are in the mud.
Yes. Yeah, I made terrible choices in life.
I mean, I know Sparta aren't doing much better, but
And they should have won last weekend, but their striker missed an absolute sitter in the last minute.
I mean Feyenoord aren't doing the best.
True, true. Yeah,
Lost to that team that starts with a W. Yeah, that one.
yeah, Willem II.
No, they didn't lose. They drew 2-2.
Yeah, they drew to RKC this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys watching are wondering why we're talking about football, this is like the third safety car in a row or something. And
Thomas is trying to keep me awake. That's all this.
yeah,
That's
there's
happening.
just like not much going on, so you have to stay with us for a second until the safety car comes back into the pits and we can see some action on track. Because before the safety car, it was a brilliant race. I'm not gonna lie, but since the first safety car, it's all gone downhill.
Downhill. To pot.
Yeah. This is the moment where Shane could have provided some talking points, but he's not answering my question.
What did you ask him? What
If he was a
scared him
Brugge
off?
supporter. Or Club
I don't
Brugge,
think
as
he
you guys
is. I'm not
pronounce it.
sure. Yeah, Club
He
Brugge.
put LOL behind it against the 1-5 law, so if you're a supporter, you probably don't do that. But then I'm wondering, he's probably for like Anderlecht or.
I think I've been to Bruges, or however you pronounce it. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
Brugge.
try. Yeah, that one. But as Danny Boy picks up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Danny.
That is interesting. Then and then, making contact.
Very scared for my money now, Thomas. It's
You
not
should
looking
be.
good.
At least I'm not gonna lose any money because Boma did pay for another set of swords.
Yeah, well. I'm getting the gift sub ready.
But you can be number one if you
Oh yeah.
send a gift, so that's at least something.
It's been a long old race.
True. I have to agree, but finally we're gonna get things On the way once again, it's Tasmania leading it once again with Jamie James in P2 once again. Um, let's see how good of a restart Tasmania can do this time. He had a really good restart last time, 2 laps ago to be exact. Tichy has to stay calm. He knows Jamie James in front has a penalty, but he needs to get past Tasmania if he wants to get the win. When is Tasmania gonna go? He is gonna go now, and I think Jamie James didn't expect it because Tichy has been fully awake and Jamie James hasn't. Is Tichy gonna go for the move down the inside? He uses a bit of ERS, but he can't get past, so he has to stick in P3 for now. But we've got green flag conditions once again. Blaze putting the pressure on Tichy, but it's not enough to force Tichy into a mistake, as he seems to be lagging a little bit. No drama, Bama is really close to the back of Dan. Is he gonna go for the move already, or is he gonna wait? He's gonna go for the move already. Down the inside he goes.
Tasmania seems to be struggling just a little. He's towing Jamie James along, and he's going to have to surrender the position, I think. I don't think there's much point fighting it. You know James has a penalty. Don't fight this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just backing off. He doesn't want it.
I think James could be able to pull away 3 seconds in the next 6 laps.
Either way, Tasmania's battle is not Jamie James, it's Titch.
True.
And he's just got all out of shape as Tasmania, and he's sort of backing Titch up on those hard tyres, and Titch is starting to struggle behind him, and it's all bunched up.
Here comes Titch round the outside.
Can't go for the switchback in case he gives up the position to Blaze behind.
Ooh, is this gonna end in tears? No, it's not. They keep each other alive. When Tasmania picks up 3 seconds now. I thought it was Titch.
Yeah, I thought it was Titch, and Tasmania looked like he was going to let Titchy go, but swept back across the track there.
Well, this is definitely helping Jamie James because he will get away by at least 3 seconds, I can tell you that one.
Oh, come on, Titch, 2 more of them.
Oh, we've got... That is Saige and Stampy going at it. And Stampy gains the position, that's him up into P5.
I think Stumpy's ultimate goal should be to be ahead of Blaze. Blaze has a penalty. He knows he's not going to get 3 seconds. So, he probably won't defend it as...
Yeah.
It was a bit of a weird one there. But he is released into free air now, so Titch is going to hunt.
We've got Brady in the chat who says, hey guys, and after that he puts in a comment in France, or in French, saying that he wrote, hey guys. And I can understand both, so a little bit of a shout out to me, that I can speak more than 1 language. In fact, I can speak 3 languages. That's me.
Look at me, I'm Thomas, I'm multilingual.
That's me saying how good I am. We go back to the action.
Still won't do a first lap in Dutch though.
No, that's really hard, mate. You don't understand how hard.
Did you do it for Zandvoort?
Yes, I tried, but then we had a safety car halfway through the first lap, so that came to an end really early on. But I was so struggling to find the Dutch words because I'm so used to doing English. It's strange. Arbor with a good comment as well. Bama needs to stop pitting for softs and losing all his track position, lol. This is the 3rd time that's happened.
I mean, he's out, so...
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
it's
even
purely
notice
because
it, but Bam was out of the
yeah,
race.
but he was in a brilliant position before he pitted for softs again. So I have to agree with Arbar, I think.
Very possibly. It's a shame for Bama because he was looking to be up there with the race leaders.
Yeah, true.
And pitted twice to move to the back of the grid. It makes no sense.
Well, to be fair to Tichy, I said Jamie James was definitely gonna pull away by 3 seconds, but he's closing back in. It just depends how well are those softs going to be. Stumpy runs deep, almost ran into the back of Blaze.
And it also depends what the outcome is of that incident.
Yeah, true.
It was a very contentious one. I expect there to be discussions, long discussions about that. How long did Titch go on his first stint? Because I think it was about 12 laps.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you're right. You can check, I think.
I hope we can check.
Ooh, Stumpy and Blaze. And Stumpy gets in front. It's the both. Well, Team Stumpy now on the podium.
Now, who'd have thought that at the start of the race?
No one.
Stumpy
Well,
driver of the day for me.
I said Tichy podium, but I predicted him in not P2. We've got Dan and Mazza going at it once again. Oh, and I think it was Mazza making a mistake. So that's Dan up into P7. Yeah, Mazza has lost it and he comes into the pit. Oh, he's got wing damage on the left hand side. That's the reason why he ran wide going through Rocco's roundabout. And he retires.
Oh, Mazza. It was at worst a P12 and you might have still gained.
With how
Come
close
on, man.
Is. Don't rule out before retiring.
Might have still gained if people had. All he needed was 2 people to retire.
True. Agreed.
Jamie James starting to increase that gap again.
Yeah, I think this is the point now where those mediums are better than the softs. Which is really low on ERS as well, 4%. It's not helping his race either.
If it stays like this with a Stumpy double podium, I'll double down and gift 2 subs. Why not?
We have too much money, Blaze.
No, I'm just giving back to the people.
Giving back to the community.
Giving back to Cos as an entity.
We'll have to see it. The 2.3, Tichy had a massive final sector.
2 laps to go. And it is still all to play for the win. Titch has 5 tenths now to hold on to.
But this is the point where you're gonna notice the difference between the mediums and softs. This is all about grip. Or did she made a mistake there and that's gonna lose you some time? Yes, yeah, I saw the mistake and he still has another lap to go as well. It's gonna be so close. I don't think that she's gonna make it.
Another monstrous 3rd sector. Has to happen for Titch. Low on ARS. And I don't think it's going to make...
Here comes Saigate down the inside and he gets the job done, or is electric brake gonna come back? No, he's not. Saigate up into P5, really well done, but electric brake will come back at him on penalties for sure, but maybe on track as well, as he's looking to get past that Mercedes again.
And Titch needs to pull out all the stops on this final lap. Has to gain 2/10 on aging softs. Here we go. To put it in the words of the great Fabrizio Romano.
Here we go. We put the telemetry up on screen for Titch to see how his battery is handling this lap. 3.1, 3.2.
It's going to have to be a quali lap.
Oh, and he runs deep for the right hand, and I think that's
He's
it.
been taking that line a lot.
3.5, I think this is it. I think he blew it. Ooh, Slot on the last lap. And I think that is because of Esmena and Hilly who overtook each other. I think something must have happened between those three guys.
I think... I don't want to make assumptions, but I think that's a retirement on track.
And I think Electric Blade is gonna go for the move on P5 down the inside, and he gets the job done. He's not gonna wait for any penalties, he's gonna do it on track. Ooh, but Sagan is gonna come back down the inside, and he gets it for... Oh, they make contact. And now Dan comes at it. Oh, and he moved aggressively, but we have to go to Jimmy James, who's gonna take victory here in Texas. P1 once again for Jimmy James. Tichy P2, Stumpy P3, Blaze P4, and who's gonna come out on top from this battle? It's going to be Electric Blade P5, Saige P6, Dan P7. And Hasmania will got very unlucky. Will take Hilly P7 because Dan had a lot of penalties. Hasmania P8, Dan P9, and Max will take the final point in this race, and I think he will be happy with that one.
He certainly will be happy with that. And I think, no matter what the game says, Stumpy's my driver of the day. And the game agrees, it does say Stumpy. So...
yeah, he gained 15 positions, so that's fully deserved.
Very much deserved. And the two Alpha boys on the podium. Which is very nice to see. I'm not a stat man, so I have no idea when the last time they shared a podium was. But...
I think it's been, well, I can definitely tell it's been a while ago. And I will be very happy with this one. So here we have it.
Will.
Final standings for today's race. Jimmy James takes the victory once again with Tichy in P2, Stumpy in P3, Stumpy podium, we love to see it. Blaze P4, we will on to him as well. Electric Blade P5, Saige and Haley in P6 and 7 for the Dutchies. Hasmania P8, then P9, and Max takes the final point P10. Danny Boy with the fastest lap, but no extra point for him, unfortunately, as he finished outside the top 10. Slaughter P12, Massa P13, Bama P14, Lil Spark P15, Rak P16, El Prentice P17 and Liam P18. Yeah, no interviews as I'm absolutely destroyed, and with me, Pure Blades as well. I want to thank you, mate, for replacing Lewis tonight. It's been good, nostalgic as always.
Yeah, takes me back, it really does.
To the good
really
old days. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you don't want to miss anything from Corners of Speed, make sure you follow us on Twitch to get a notification on all the other live streams, and follow us on social media to keep updated with everything related to COS. And with that, as I always say, have a good one, stay safe, and goodbye.